Hey guys, welcome to video number 3. My name is James Selu, online marketer, entrepreneur, founder of jamesselu.com and the Level Up series. So, video number 3, can you afford to be skeptical? There are so many people today who are so hesitant to try something new. They're so skeptical about opportunity that it's counterproductive. It's holding them back and it's stopping them from moving forwards. It's literally trapping them and it's like a disease. Now, me personally, I didn't have the luxury of being skeptical. Back when I was working 80 hours a week, I was so desperate to have free time that I literally couldn't afford to be skeptical. If I wanted to move forwards, I couldn't afford to be skeptical. Now, what are the 2 reasons today that most people are skeptical when it comes to opportunity or trying something new? Reason number 1 is that you need to invest money into that opportunity or into that venture. That's the first reason. Reason number 2 why people are so skeptical to try something new is because someone else who they know, someone they love, trust, or respect has tried something, whether it's the same thing or whether it's something similar, and that person has failed. So let's break these 2 down into more detail. Let's take a look at number 1. Now, the number 1 reason why people are skeptical about something is because you need to invest money into it. Now, there are so many people today that have a mindset about money where it tells them if you need to invest money into something, it must be either a scam or it must be one of those things. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't things out there that are scams, because there most definitely is. But you can't have a mindset that automatically programs you to say, if there is a cost attached to something, then it must be too good to be true, or it must be a scam, or it must be one of those things. Here's the value that I want to give to you. Here's what I want to let you know. If you don't invest money into something, you will continue to work for money for the rest of your life. Let me repeat that. If you don't invest money into something, then you will continue to work for money for the rest of your life. Now, I remember I was working with 2 individuals who were getting involved in a startup venture. They were doing it as a partnership. The total cost of that venture was around $1,000. So they were both required to invest around $500 each. Now, one of the individuals, he spoke to his parents about the opportunity, about the business venture, and they told him go for it. Now, his family had a net worth of millions of dollars. Now, that's not the reason why they told him go for it because $500 was nothing to them. It was because they understood business, they understood entrepreneurship, and they understood that to get something, you need to invest money, nothing's free. Now, the second individual, she went home to her family and they told her if it's one of those things that you need to put money into, it must be a scam. Now, her family was struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck, and this is why they had that mindset about money. They had a low financial IQ. So just to repeat, if you don't invest money into something, you will work for money for the rest of your life. So that's the number 1 reason why people are skeptical about opportunity, about business, because you need to invest. Let's take a look at reason number 2. The other reason why people are so skeptical, so hesitant, and so reserved about trying something new, whether it's an opportunity or a business, is because someone that they know, who they love, trust, and or respect, has tried something, whether it's the same thing or similar, and they have failed. And for that reason, that individual will say if it didn't work for them, then there's no way that it can work for me. Now, here's what I want to let you know. You can't afford to be skeptical to try something new just because someone else failed. You can't live your life based on the results of someone else. It's like if your friend failed their driving test. Would you say, you know what, I'm going to get the bus forever, I'm never going to drive? Of course you wouldn't. If your friend signed up to the gym and they didn't get any gym results, you wouldn't say, you know what, I'm not going to the gym. My friends wouldn't say I'm never going to the gym, even though the gym isn't really working for me right now. So the thing I want to let you know is this, look, you can't live your life based on the results of someone else. Just because someone failed university, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and get an education in whatever it is that you want to do. So look, here's what I want to really drill down with, and here's what I want to let you know as to why you can't afford to be skeptical. It's because the system, everything that's around us that has been put in place, is designed for average people to fail. This is why you can't afford to be skeptical. The system that's in place is rigged for normal people just like us to fail. Now, some people might say, hey, listen, that's controversial. But look, I'm someone that believes in numbers. I really believe that men lie, women lie. Numbers, they just don't lie. So let's look at some of the numbers. Now, the average employee today earns around £27,600. Now, the average house price in London, where I grew up, is £450,000, 20 times someone's yearly salary. How are they even supposed to survive? Let's take a look at some more numbers. The average individual who graduates from university today, they end up in around £30,000 to £40,000 of debt. 80% of people that graduate from university, they get a course that's completely unrelated to their field of study. And they then spend an average of 21 years trying to pay back their student loan. The average person retires in this country at the age of 67 or 68. The average state pension is £160 a week, and the average life expectancy is 78 to 80 years old. This is why I say the system is rigged for people to fail. Now, there are many people that say, look, I don't like to take risks. I'd rather play it safe. Now, playing it safe looks like what I just explained, those numbers. Pension of £160 a week after working 40 plus years. These are not numbers that I was excited about. And this is why I say you can't afford to be skeptical. Safe today is the new risky. And if you think trying something is risky, just wait until you get the bill for not trying anything. Let me give you an example. Not too long ago, there was a company called Netflix, and they tried to sell their opportunity to Blockbuster for $50 million. Now, Blockbuster, they laughed Netflix out of the meeting. Today, Netflix is worth $65 billion. Let that sink in. Now, when was the last time that you went to Blockbuster to pick up a film? Exactly. Now, another example, MySpace rejected the initial concept of Facebook. Today, Facebook is worth upwards of $400 billion US. Now, when is the last time that you logged in to your MySpace account? There you go. One last example. George Bell was the founder of a company which was then called Excite. Now, Excite received a business proposal from a company called Google to buy out their business. Google was willing to sell their business for $750,000. Now, do you know how much Google is estimated to be worth today? $650 billion. Now, have you even heard of a company called Excite? This is why I say, if you think trying is risky, wait until you get the bill for not trying. So look, let's go to an action plan. How can we use all of this information and how can we allow it to have a positive impact on us? So look, think about an opportunity that someone has brought to you in the past that you rejected. I want you to really think about why you rejected it, especially if reasons 1 and 2, money and the fact that someone else has failed, influenced your decision. And I want you to research even more opportunities that individuals have passed up and how it impacted them negatively. Look, here's what I want to let you know. Working in the medical profession for nearly a decade, even more, I came across so many people who were coming towards the end of their life. And here's what I want to let you know. None of them said, man, I regret investing $1,000 or $2,000 into that business. They never regret the things that they tried. They only regret the things that they didn't do. So I'm going to see you guys on video number 4. Thank you.